Hello, this is R Rats, here to teach everyone how to give checkmate when you have a king and a queen versus a king. First, let me say this. I've watched a lot of students play chess in scholastic tournaments, and I see a lot of them have trouble. And I'm going to show you the wrong way, then I'm going to show you the right way. By the wrong way, I'm going to explain it like this. What happens? The player with the white pieces has the queen, and he starts putting the black king in check. Okay? And the king runs out of check, and the queen gets a little bit closer, and the queen checks him again, and he checks him again, and it goes back and forth, and white tries a new check, and this just goes on, and nothing happens. Eventually, 50 moves go by, and a smart chess player will claim a draw. So clearly, checking just doesn't get the job done. There is no place on the board the white queen can checkmate the black king at all. What you have to have the white king help out. Now let's go back to the start. Alright, first step. Let's not put black in check. Let's just get the queen a little closer to the king. So I'll move right here. Now if you look at the moves, I'm going to draw a couple arrows. These arrows show lines that the black king can never cross. So the black king is now stuck in the area I'm going to box here. Okay? He can never get out of that area unless white lets him out. And even so, there are a few squares in here that black can't go to at all, and I'm putting circles on them. Okay? So, we've got the king cornered. We're going to corner him some more. So now it's black's move. Well, he decides to keep the box as wide open as he can. Now the key is, you don't want to give check. You want to start bringing the king closer. Now there may be faster ways to do it, but we don't worry about that right now. Let's say that black plays back here. Now white brings the king closer. Now suddenly this square that black just occupied is no longer. He's going to have to yield some ground. So let's suppose he goes back here. Now we just sneak the queen up one little square, and suddenly the box has become smaller. Okay, so now let's draw it here. Whoops. Black has a little less territory to play in. So let's say black goes here. Now we bring the king just a little bit closer. Now we sneak it in again. And suddenly black has to give up some more territory. So he creeps back one square. Then white just sneaks the queen up one more, cutting black's territory down even further. Now if you look, black is going to have to go to one of these two squares because he can't play to either of the other adjacent ones. The white queen controls these squares, and the black king the white queen controls these squares, and the white king controls the other one. So black must step back. And it doesn't matter which one he goes to. As soon as he steps to one, white's going to play the queen down here. Now that's exactly where you want it, the queen. The black king is stuck. He can only move along these squares. That's all that's left for him. He can't get out. Now the trick is we're going to bring the king closer, the white king closer to help with the mate. So let's just suppose that black tries this move. Okay, white brings his king closer. Now there's only one legal move for black. Only one. And that's to play here. Now you have to be careful. White can win this game immediately with checkmate. There's two ways to do it. Do you think you can see them? You might want to stop the video and give it a look. Okay, all you have to do is find one, but go ahead and stop the video. Alright, you've come back. Let's have a look. Did you see this checkmate? If so, great job. That's checkmate. The other one was the checkmate right here. Now there's only one other thing we have to be careful about. Let's back it up just a little bit. And that's called stalemate. Okay, let's suppose that after black plays the king one square, let's suppose you miss the mate and you start getting the queen closer. I'll just kind of show a couple things. You keep creeping the queen up on the king, and without using your king to help, look at the text. Black has been stalemated. Black has no move. The game is a draw. Let's back it up a little bit more. Okay, suppose white plays here. Okay, and black goes in here. Now it's true white can checkmate in one move, but I want to try to show you something else. Okay, notice in this position that even though white has a checkmate in one move, that black can't move his king. So fortunately for white, it's his move. But let's suppose white gets a little careless. There's a stalemate again. So you got to watch out for these stalemates. They're trappy. And if you have promoted another pawn and have two, maybe even three queens, it's probably even easier to give a stalemate. So you got to watch out for that. Okay, replay this video, set it up on a chessboard, try it on your own, try it with your friends. Both of you take turns, see if you can do it to each other, and laugh at your friend when he stalemates you. Alright, thanks for your time, and we'll see you again.